Silk. Silk. Cricket. And Deepa is here. This is Sahadeva Mandiram, Olakettyambalam, Mavelikara, Bharanicavu village, Nadu. And these criminals are creating stories that when I come to this kitchen, this is somewhere else, not at all. This is our kitchen, me and my mother here, VK Ratnama and Deepa is here. And these criminals are always creating stories that someone is coming here. We don't know who it is actually. Me and my mother alone here actually. And so many people are creating nasty stories like that. And but I'm a divorcee and that person, that the BJP, that bastard is after me to have my property, to snatch my property. I'm having 146 cents of land and these criminals are after me to snatch my property. This is my house, my father's this thing. I go through my father's and I go through settlement deed. And my father had property there in Pandalam also, and he bought actually and that portion gave to my sister, and this is my portion. And no one is having any right upon this property or anything. And these criminals are trying to snatch my property by fraudulent means, by creating like creating false stories, this and that, And so many things happen like that. And these criminals are acting as if they are as if they are me, and they will be having conversation as I'm speaking with someone, I'm creating dramas actually. This is what these criminals are doing without my knowledge or consent, and these criminals are then looting insurance. Even I applied for a road visa there at Canada, and these criminals did something, and these criminals looted insurance saying that I lost job, and I lost so much money, like which I would have gotten this and that. And these I actually lost 2.5 lakhs for that work visa, and I filed a case against these universities, and I'm almost actually, and about all this lakes and this and that. And this will always spray poisonous gas onto my face and whole body, and especially wherever these criminals can see exposed parts, face, hands, legs, and feet, and all. And actually, two, three weeks before this cylinder came, and it was newly painted, not now or anything, but and from that day, from that moment, these women started saying the paint smell onto my face. So paint, if we do painting, our face will become dark. The face will get burn or what. And this from that time, these criminals will be spraying this like this paint smell. And these criminals are spraying poisonous gas like methyl isocyanate, which will burn our skin. This is what these criminals are doing, and these criminals are always burning my skin, especially here on my nose. These two parts. Now, here nothing is there. Here little is there. I'm always doing this. Mm, and actually, I covered when I was in Delhi. I covered with. I used to when they used to spray that DDT and methyl isocyanate and organophosphate. So that time at night, what I used to do is I used to paste what this tissue paper all over my face, and I used to sleep. So next day, my skin did not come into what contact with this poisonous gas. So it became so fair, and I have all the proof to prove that, like how my actual color and how these swimmers will be doing all these things after doing this, after how dark it will become. And even CCTV cameras, it will look dark in color because of this burned effect, burned this thing. And so what the from that moment, these criminals started applying laser all over my face. Why? Because when we face this tissue paper, it won't get exposed. Our facial skin will not get exposed with this will not get exposed with this, what like this poisonous gas. So these criminals started applying laser, and these criminals are and then what they will do is here, they will do here laser, and then they to make our hair fall actually, and then they will say hormonal imbalance, this and that. This is how these criminals are creating stories. These criminals are using directed energy weapon actually, and even spraying smoke. If we have one egg, then these criminals will start spraying what like this. What to say, this smoke actually come along with the smoke smell along with carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide to make us feel suffocated. And if you all know, if we won't get proper amount of oxygen which our body which our body needed, we will collapse, we will die actually, we will get heart attack, we will get stroke. Why? Because our heart cells, our brain cells, everything needs oxygen, oxygenated blood. And if we won't get oxygen for just few seconds, few minutes, or not even few minutes, few seconds, we will collapse. This is what these criminals are trying to do actually. Even if when I'm sitting inside the court, I'm an advocate, these criminals are doing the same thing. And always applying laser onto my spinal cord, my cervical spine, and even using sonic weapon. You all know ultrasound. It can break stones which is inside our body, kidney and all. Which nowadays the lithotripsy, they are doing lithotripsy with this ultrasound. Means the kidney stones are powdered using this ultrasound. So this ultrasound also being used by these criminals to hit our head actually, brain. So it will create concussion. Means violent shaking. It is this infrasonic sound will be having that frequency. When it will hit our the brain will be in constant motion actually inside the skull. So it will get that concussion, it will get that problem, all due to constant hitting with the sound waves. Then our brain will not get that amount of blood actually which the brain needed. So the brain cells will die without the proper supply of oxygen to the brain cells. Why? Because if we all know, if water is getting shaked, what will happen? You all know, like we can imagine that the blood supply will not reach there actually, to certain portions. So it will, that brain cell will die with the lack, due to the lack of oxygen. This is what these criminals are doing actually to create confusion and memory. Then we will get memory loss, severe damage to our brain. This is what these criminals are doing. And even these criminals are actually applying laser onto my whole spinal cord here, and all the spinal cord. So then we will feel that tightness in our spinal cord. This is my teacher. Sahadeva Mandiram, Olakettyambalam, Mavelikara, Bharanicavu village. This is Mavelikara, this Mavelikara is in Alapi district, and Bharanicavu is Pallikal Madivile. This is, and this is the survey number of this property, this particular property. This is my father's portion actually, party when they did partition. This is my ninth, and my father got this ninth, and I'm not ready to give to anybody actually.